Hello students, I hope you will be good and safe and sound. Today I am going to start chapter 3. This is coordinate geometry. In this chapter we have to discuss about how to represent a point in a plane and how will you locate and how will you represent the point and give the information about the given point in a plane. Okay. So, in coordinate geometry, in earlier chapters, you already studied there how to represent a number on a number line. In chapter 1, number system, how to represent a number on number line. Suppose you have to represent 4 on the natural number line, you have to represent 4 by 2 on the rational number line. How to represent the 1 upon 5 on rational number line and represent also irrational number and real number also. Okay. After this, we have to represent a point in a plane. Suppose you are given a point. How will you get the information about this point? Where is the point on the plane? Where is point on this plane? To give the information about this point, you have to measure the distance from the bottom of this board and also measure the distance from the perpendicular distance from this side of the board. Okay. Suppose this distance is 15 centimeter and this is 5 centimeter. It means this point is located at 15 centimeter from the bottom and from the right side it is 5 centimeter. By this method you can represent this point and also give information about the position of this point. After this, whenever you want to give information about the position of the point, you have to draw a plane. From the boundaries of the plane, you have to measure the distance of the point and then give the information about the position of the point. Okay. In this manner, you can give the position of the point. Okay. A great French mathematician, René Descartes, developed the method by which we can easily represent the point. The mathematician was René Descartes. René Descartes, he was French mathematician. Okay, he developed the method by which we can easily represent any point on the plane and give the information about the position of the point. Okay. This branch of mathematics in which we deals about like this is called coordinate geometry. In this coordinate geometry, how will you represent? To represent, we have to consider two perpendicular lines. Two perpendicular lines. Suppose one is horizontal and other is vertical line. This is the horizontal line and this is vertical line. This horizontal line is x dash and this vertical line is y dash. Okay. Both the lines are horizontal and vertical lines, both are number line. It means here will be 0 and here will be one positive number. After right side of the 0, all positive number there will be and all negative number in the left side of the 0. In the same case, here will be in middle, well, 0 will be here, and above the 0 there will be all positive numbers, and below the 0 all negative numbers. Both are real number lines. Okay, if we merge two lines in a plane, horizontal and vertical lines, then you will get like this. This is x, x, x dash. We have to merge like this. The center of both the lines will meet on, will be coincided. Okay, this will be O. This is x, O, x dash. This line horizontal line, and this vertical line is y, O, y dash. Here, this will be a Cartesian plane, in which plane both lines are represented is called Cartesian plane, and this axis is called x-axis and this axis is called y-axis. This axis is called x-axis and this axis is called y-axis. Vertical line is called y-axis, and the point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis is called origin. This is called origin. Now see carefully, both the lines x-axis and y-axis both divide the plane into four parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts. We always start from here. We count from here. First part, this is second part, and third part and fourth part. There is a particular name of this part. This Cartesian plane is divided into 4 equal parts. It means you can say this is quadrant, means 1/4 part. Quadrant, this will be first quadrant. This is first quadrant, and this is second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So we can easily name the parts of this Cartesian plane. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant and third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, after this again we have to draw the axis, x-axis and y-axis. This is x, O, x dash, and this is y, O, y dash. How will you represent if a point is given? Suppose a point is given in this plane anywhere. Suppose this is the point. What will be the location? What will be the position of this point? To get the position of this point, suppose this point is P, we have to draw the perpendicular on x-axis and measure the distance. Suppose this distance is 5 centimeter, and measure this perpendicular. Draw another perpendicular line from P point to the y-axis and measure this distance. Suppose this is 3 centimeter. If this is 5 centimeter, it means 5 unit distance from this axis. It means this distance will be measured on the y-axis and this distance will be measured on x-axis. It means this point P is 5 unit from the x-axis and 3 unit from the y-axis. You can say, okay, it means this distance will be 3 unit and this distance will be here 5 unit. Okay, here we have to write in a particular order in a small bracket the position on the x-axis. This is 3 unit, you have to write 3, and on the y-axis this is 5, this is 5. Okay, now see the position of this. We have to write like this. This is the fixed manner. In fixed manner we have to write always the value of x, the distance on the x-axis and distance on the y-axis after this. Okay, the distance on the x-axis measured, the distance measured on the x-axis is called abscissa. Abscissa, and this distance is called ordinate. Okay, means this will be abscissa and this is ordinate. And the pair of abscissa and ordinate is called, the pair of this is called coordinate. This is called coordinate of this point. Means coordinate of this point is P. This is 3, 5 here. It means abscissa is 3 and the ordinate will be 5. The abscissa always measured on the x-axis and ordinate always measured on the y-axis. Okay, now see. It means, suppose this is x-axis and this is y-axis, x dash, and this is y dash and O. This is origin. And we know that this is the number line and this is also number line. This is the position of 0. Right side of the 0 will be all positive number and left side of the 0 will be all negative number, and above the 0 all positive numbers and below the 0 there will be all negative numbers. It means here all positive numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and here will be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and here will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and here will be -1, -2, -3 and -4 and so on. And at this point this will be 0 on the x-axis and y-axis also. So what will be coordinate of the origin? Means how you write the coordinate? You have to write the value of x, means abscissa, and then ordinate. Abscissa is 0 and ordinate is also 0. This will be coordinate of the origin. Coordinate of the origin. Okay, 0, 0. Coordinate of the origin is 0, 0. Now see, suppose any point is given in first quadrant, then what will be sign of the coordinate? If any point is lying in first quadrant, we measure the distance from this axis, positive x-axis, and also measure the distance from the positive y-axis. Okay, it means then abscissa will be positive sign and ordinate will be also positive sign. Both will be plus plus. Okay. In second quadrant, now see, if any point is lying in second quadrant, we measure the distance on the x-axis in negative direction, and any point in second quadrant we measure the distance on the y-axis on positive direction, in positive direction. Then x will be negative and y will be positive. Okay. In third quadrant, now see, in third quadrant, here x is negative and y is negative. It means the coordinate sign of the coordinate will be minus minus, and here x is positive and y is negative, and in fourth quadrant the sign will be plus minus. Okay, means after seeing the sign of coordinates, you can see that the given points are lying in which quadrant. You can see easily. Okay, suppose the coordinate of a point is given 3, -1. Where will be the position of this point? This is plus and minus, plus minus. plus minus lying in fourth quadrant, it means this point is lying in fourth quadrant. Okay, suppose here given minus 2 comma minus 1, it means abscissa is negative and ordinate is also negative. This will be lying in third quadrant. Suppose here given 2 comma 4, both abscissa and ordinate both are positive, it means this will be lying in, this will be in first quadrant. And suppose here given minus 2 comma 4, minus plus here, this will be in second quadrant. Okay, it means if you have coordinate of any point, then you can say the point, given point is lying in which quadrant. You can say easily by seeing the sign of the quadrants. In first quadrant sign is plus plus, in second quadrant minus plus, in third quadrant minus, and in fourth quadrant plus minus. Okay, now next topic is how to draw a point, a given point in Cartesian plane if coordinates are given. Suppose a point A is given minus 2 comma 4. How will you represent? First you have to draw x-axis, y-axis. X-axis will be horizontal axis and vertical axis is what? Y-axis. And this point is origin. This will be origin. You can also draw the Cartesian plane on the graph paper. Okay, use graph paper because they are given a fixed distance on the graph paper. Suppose this is point 1, 2, 3, and right side of origin, what will be the sign? Positive on the x-axis. In left of the origin, what will be sign of the numbers? Minus, negative, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. Above the origin on the y-axis, all positive numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on. And here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4, and so on. Okay, you have to represent the point minus 2 comma 4. Suppose here given B minus 1 comma minus 3. Suppose another point C, this is 4 comma minus 3. Okay, first point A minus 2 comma 4, what will be the abscissa? Minus 2. It means this is the value of x, this is minus 2. Okay, and this is the value of y, this is 4. Now draw a perpendicular line. This is 4 from 4 and from minus 2, both intersected at this point. It means this will be point A whose coordinate is minus 2 comma 4. By this method you can represent any point if the coordinates are given. Suppose the second point B is minus 1 comma minus 3. First you tell me in which quadrant this point is lying. Sign of the sign of x and y both are negative, minus, and you know that minus is lying in third quadrant. It means the position of B will be in third quadrant, and where will be? Now measure the distances. X will be minus 1 and y will be here minus 3. Minus 1, this is point minus 1, and this is minus 3. Draw another perpendicular line, and both are intersecting at this point. This will be point B. How do you represent the point 4 comma minus 3? First you tell me in which quadrant it will be. Here x is positive and y is negative. It means it will be in fourth quadrant. The value of x is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 4 and minus 3. Now draw perpendiculars from the given points, and both are intersecting at this point. This point will be C, and this will be coordinate of the point. This is 4 comma minus 3. Now you can easily draw the given points on the Cartesian plane. Always use graph paper to draw these points. Okay. The last topic is, suppose this is very small chapter. There are only 3 exercises. In first exercise there are given only practical examples you have to solve also, and in second, if the points are given on the graph, means on Cartesian plane, how to tell the coordinate of the point. Suppose here given coordinate of a point, and here also given the units 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on, and here given -1 -2 -3 and so on, and here given 1 2 3 4 and so on, and here given -1 -2 -3 -4 and so on. Okay, this is x-axis and this is y-axis, x dash and y dash, and this will be O for origin. What will be the coordinate of origin? 0 0. Okay, now see, suppose you are given a point. This is point A. Suppose you are given a point. This is point B. Suppose you are given a point. This is point C. In this form, in a Cartesian plane, they are given 3 points. You have to tell the coordinate of the point A, B and C. You can find easily. How? First you have to draw the perpendicular on the x-axis and see carefully at which point this perpendicular meets. At 3. It means abscissa will be 3. Now join on the y-axis perpendicularly. It joins at 4. It means ordinate will be 4, and then coordinate of A will be 3 comma 4. Similarly, you can also find the coordinate of B. How will you find? Now join at on the x-axis. This point is 5, means abscissa is 5, and join on the y-axis and meets at -2, means ordinate will be -2, and then coordinate will be 5 comma -2. For point C, join on the x-axis. First you have to join on the x-axis, after that on the y-axis. Perpendicularly join on the x-axis, you will get -3 as a abscissa, and ordinate now join perpendicularly on the y-axis. It joins at 1. It means ordinate will be 1, and then coordinate of C point will be -3 comma 1. Very easy. In exercise first, second, third, they are given this type of questions. You have to represent and tell the coordinate of the points. Okay, and the last thing is, suppose here given x-axis and y-axis. If any point is lying on the x-axis, if any point is lying on the y-axis, then what will be the coordinate of the point? Suppose a point is lying on this axis. This is point A, this is point B, and this is point C, and this is point D. All the points A, B, C, D, this is origin. Okay, all the points A, B, C and D are given on the axis, x-axis and y-axis. Then what will be abscissa if a point is lying? Abscissa and ordinate of the point which are lying on the x-axis and also lying on the y-axis. If any point is lying on the x-axis, then ordinate will be 0. You will get only abscissa because this point is A. And if you draw for abscissa, you have to draw perpendicular on the x-axis for getting the abscissa from that point. To get the ordinate, you have to draw the perpendicular on the y-axis Okay, from that point. Here given the point is A, if you draw the perpendicular on the x-axis, then you will get the same point. It means this will be abscissa. And if you will draw on the perpendicular on the y-axis, then you will get this perpendicular meets at origin. It means the value of y means value of ordinate at the origin will be 0. Means this will be ordinate will be here 0 and abscissa will be, suppose the distance is x, then it will be x comma 0. If this is x unit, then it will be x comma 0. It means if any point is lying on the x-axis, then ordinate will be 0. On x-axis, y is equal to 0. Y means ordinate. This is the value of y. Suppose a point on the y-axis, what will be abscissa? To get abscissa, you have to draw perpendicular from this point to the x-axis. Now draw, this is x-axis, you have to draw from here. It join at 0, it means abscissa is 0. And suppose to get the ordinate, you have to draw the perpendicular on this y-axis, then you will get the same point and this distance measure this distance on the y-axis. Suppose this is y unit, then coordinate of this point is 0 comma y. Means if any point is lying on the y-axis, then you will get abscissa is equal to 0. It means value of x on the y-axis is 0. Remember carefully, this chapter is also in class 10th. This chapter is very important and give the much more marks on from this exercise. Okay. On the y-axis, the value of x is equals to 0 and on the x-axis y is equals to 0. Okay, what will be the coordinate of point C? This point C is lying on the x-axis, ordinate will be 0, it means y is equal to 0, second value will be 0. And what will be the first value? Suppose this point is at this point is in negative direction, suppose this is minus x, then coordinate will be minus x comma 0. And what will be the coordinate of point D? Suppose this point D is lying on the y-axis, then abscissa will be 0, first value will be 0, and this distance measures y unit, but it is in negative direction, you have to write minus y, and so this is 0 comma minus y. It means suppose a point is given whose ordinate is 0, it means the point is lying on the x-axis. If abscissa is 0, then it will be lying on y-axis. Suppose you are given 4 comma 0. If I ask where is the position of the point, 4 comma 0, 4 comma 0, here ordinate is 0, means y is 0. If y is 0, it means this point is lying on the x-axis. If x is 0, then point will be on the y-axis. It means on the x-axis. And where? Here x is positive. And where is x positive? Right side of the origin, means right side of the y-axis. You can see right side of y-axis. Okay, suppose you are given 0 comma minus 6. Here abscissa is 0. Abscissa, if abscissa means x is equal to 0, it means this point is lying on the y-axis. And where will be the position? Here minus 6, the value of y is given minus 6. It means this point is lying on below the x-axis, because below the x-axis you will get the negative value of y. It means on the y-axis, below the x-axis. Okay, you have to solve all the exercises on the basis of this, and all the questions are very easy. If you have any doubt, then you can see in the particular groups. Okay, thank you.